What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to be doing an install on the 2020 S1000RR. We're doing the TST Fender Eliminator, and we're also switching out the tail lights in the rear. So this is my buddy Joe's bike. He's back there, I don't know if you can see him. But lighting in here, it is what it is. But this shouldn't take too long. This should be a fairly easy install. And I'm just going to take you guys through the parts that you get in the kit, and then just do some of the install, show you guys that, and you know, the before and then the after, and then that, let's get to it. Okay, so as you guys can see here, when you get the kit, you get the Fender Eliminator bracket. You also get this this piece here, because once you pull the actual stock license plate holder off, you're gonna have to, you know, plug that hole, because then it's just gonna be wide open. So that is what that right there is for. And then the license plate light, I believe you have to get that separately. And then we have the blinkers that we're gonna be swapping out and placing there as well. We have those on not me, but Sam has those on his bike, and they look pretty good. So now we're just gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so what we're doing first is we're gonna go ahead and remove the two bolts underneath this license plate holder and get it out. Then you also have to remove the screws on the rear fairing here, and then there's like some plastic pieces that hold it in, like some clips, and you just pop them out on each side. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right guys, so we are at a little stopping point right now. We have a quick little roadblock. So here in Korea, when you ride, sometimes they have the black box camera system on the front and the back. So we just got to be able to try to get this camera here, which we can't push through the hole of the bike, and the wire runs all the way down. So right now we're just trying to find the source of the cable so we can run it back through, and then we will have that off, and then we'll start the installation on the tail lights. All right, success. So we got that off. There was a lot of cable that we had to remove in order to disconnect it from the black box here. And what we got to do now, in order to get the blinkers on, we got to remove the tabs right there. And so take those off, and then you'll be able to, let's see if I can get you one. Take that right there, little bolt, and then you'll be able to just stick it through the hole right here, and then bolt it in. So let's do it. All right, sorry about the lighting guys, but as you can see, we got them in place here. So all you do is you just literally just pop it through, and you can see here on the top where the bolt comes through, and you just put your washer and your nut on, and then it'll be good to go. So that should, it's kind of weird because it is flush. It seemed kind of weird at first, but that's basically what you got to work with. All right, so got the washer and the bolt down on there, as you can see. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna follow the wiring diagram, and we're gonna take those 3 wires, and then in the kit you will get, let's see where they're at. Yeah, here they are. In the kit you'll get little wires to connect to it that has the plugs on the end to connect it to the bike, and yeah, and you'll be good to go with that. It's on. Good. Oh, perfect. And orange too. All right guys, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna mount this license plate holder right here. And what you have to do is, since he still has the stock rear pegs on, we're gonna mount it to the higher portion right here. So you should still be able to reuse the hardware that's on there in order to do that. Now, if you're not using your pegs, then you would use the hardware provided right here. It comes with certain washers, the screws and everything, and you would use that. But since we're still using the stock pegs, you can still use the factory hardware. So we'll get it mounted up, and then we'll show you how we did it here in just a second. All right, so just a little update on the progress here. So what we ended up doing was, if you are still using the passenger pegs, all we did was use, if I can find, here we go, one washer in between the peg and then where, you know, the frame is here and where the actual license plate holder is going to go, just so you guys are tracking that. And as you can see, we got the plate on. Just use you know, whatever hardware you have in order to put the plate on, and it clears the plastic body right there. And then what you need to do for the light, so the light will go on here, but there's like a little red strip, and I should have showed you guys that before we put it on, but it will be behind the plate. Don't put it behind the bracket, it's gonna go behind the plate. So it's just gonna be kind of loose, like flapping, but it's okay, the plate's gonna hold it down. Then you're gonna take the license plate light, you're gonna route it. There's like a little crack, it's kind of hard to see here, that you can actually route it through. And it's kind of weird, you kind of got to just play with it to figure out how you want it, you know, to mount to the bike. But you got to route your cable up through a little hole here, and then you're gonna come up a little right here. So you're gonna come through here, and then you're gonna route it up under this frame, and it's gonna go all the way up through the hole here, and then back down under here, and then it's gonna go through this little area right here. I have to do all this pointing and hold the camera and everything at the same time. But once you get it down through that, that's where you're gonna take it. And I know I gotta clean this up a little bit, but you're gonna plug it. Sorry about the light, guys, it's motion activated, so every time I don't move, it does that. And literally, you just plug it right into these little clips and clip it down, and it's good to go. And what you'll do with this is you'll just take that and like zip tie it to the frame to clean that all up and get it out of the way. Once you plug it in, you go ahead and test it out, turn it on, and it takes about a couple seconds for it to kick in. Yep, there it is. It won't turn on right away, that's just how it is. But you see we got the lights working and everything. We got the blinkers and stuff, and everything works. So yeah, there you guys have it. So we'll clean all this up and then show you guys everything once it's all finished. All right guys, so what I'm doing right now is I'm putting in this this plate, so you cover up this whole open area. This goes up right there. So it's kind of weird, but they provide you with some screws. And once again, guys, I apologize for this lighting. Literally, I don't have any other lights, and it's the motion sensor on it's so weird. Like if you're not moving, it cuts off, so I apologize. But you get these two little tiny little screws here. There comes with some nuts to go on each side. You just put that on, and that covers those holes right there. Then you get a long screw, because you have two holes in order to put this in here. So go ahead and screw that in, and then you will be good to go. All right, I don't think you want to make these too incredibly tight, because I think the fasteners that hold these bolts in is probably aluminum, so you don't want to go too crazy tight on that. And there you have it. All right, so it took us a little longer than we wanted to, but just we had some things we had to go back on that we missed. But other than that, pretty simple install, guys. So as you can see, we have the TST light that goes in at the top right here, and then as you can see here, we got where the plate mounts up, so that's good to go. And then we have the wires and everything. You can just zip tie those and clean those up how you see fit here on the side. Sorry about that light. Like I said before, if you're not moving it, it's turning off. Just trying to kind of show you guys how we have everything mounted here. The connectors and everything. And by the way, the connectors for the tail lights are literally right there. There's one on that side like that. And same thing on the other side right there, as you can see, and that's where you connect those at. And also the connector for I can't even think right now, for the license plate. So that is also in the same spot. I know it's hard to see, but it's right there, right next to the turn signal light connector. But yeah, and that is it, guys. So we also have this black box in the back here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the camera. So we just left it hanging for right now. And then we're just gonna stick that somewhere on here, and we'll still have the camera in the back to to record on. But that's it. We're gonna get these rear fairings on, put the seat and everything back on it, and we'll be good to go. All right, that's it, guys. So, like I said before, simple install. We had a few hiccups here and there, but we were able to get everything done. Everything's buttoned up, nice and clean. And I think the look of this TST blinkers, their turn signals, and the license plate Fender Eliminator look very good. So, if you guys got any questions or comments, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. I'll put the link to where you can buy this at in the description. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Eric, hit that ignition, baby. Let's go.
All right, yeah, let's get it started. See what it sounds like. See, yeah. I like that red color. Very nice. Peace.